news that could ultimately shake up those standings, right? As our senior NBA insider, Shams Charania, is here. We're looking at the Eastern Conference this morning. Shams, what can you tell us?
So 2 weeks ago, I reported that the Heat are open to listening to trade offers for Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
Now there's some line drawn in this sand. There's been an escalation in this situation.
Okay.
Sources tell me Butler prefers a trade out of Miami ahead of the NBA trade deadline, February 6th. The Suns, Warriors are atop his preferred win-now destination. While he's made it known that he's prepared for his exit out of Miami in league circles, this isn't Minnesota. This is not a situation where we're going to see unprofessionalism. He has been professional this season, but there is not an urgency right now, from my understanding, in talks that the Heat are having, but other teams expect to engage with Miami ahead of the deadline.
Very interesting. So Jimmy Butler has led the Heat to 2 finals and Eastern Conference finals in 5 years. He's called playoff Jimmy for a reason. How exactly did we get here?
This has unraveled over the last several months, and it really started with in the offseason. There was no extension for Jimmy Butler. They bypassed that, did not extend him, and they've leaned more into their young core, rising core of Bam Adebayo, their all-star, and Tyler Hero. And over the last 3 years, Jimmy Butler has wanted the Heat to go get him some help in that roster. They just have not been able to land players. They've gone after Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving. They have not been able to land that next big fish with Jimmy Butler. The writing, in a lot of ways, is on the wall for the Heat and for Jimmy Butler.
And we've heard, you've reported sort of the chatter of this over the last several weeks, but you're saying now this is an escalation. He wants out of Miami. So where should he want to go? Who should
Well,
want out?
first things first, I'd like to touch on something.
Okay.
There are legitimate reasons why he wants out. I mean, when you look at what Miami has brought to the table, the organization is first class. We get all of that. And I think Kevin Durant could have, if he had landed there, that would have been an ideal landing spot for him in terms of the structure, the cohesiveness, the leadership that they have from the top on down. He could have benefited from that, but that's not what happened. To answer the question directly, I think Phoenix would be an ideal spot for Jimmy Butler because let's call it what it is. The Phoenix Suns are incredibly talented, but in the eyes of a lot of people in the NBA, they're also incredibly soft. They lack toughness. They have greatness in Kevin Durant. They have greatness in Devin Booker, but they're not considered rough riders. If you get physical with them, you can challenge them mentally. You can compromise them to such a degree. That's the word that is out about them in NBA circles. You know they can score on anybody, but that toughness is an issue. That gets eradicated if Jimmy Butler rolls up in that locker room. Instantly. He roll up in there, knowing what he could do in the postseason, knowing how he'll get in people's face and hold them accountable. You won't hear any questions about Phoenix's toughness if Jimmy Butler arrives.
Well, you know who last season, who said that it was time for Jimmy and the Miami Heat to part ways?
Is this
yours truly?
Is this during your victory lap?
Last season who called me crazy at one point? Me? My brother Stephen A.
It was me.
Right, and so here we are.
That was last year.
But they still held on for too long. It's Florida. But they held on for too long. Here's the thing. I'm right there with Stephen A. The perfect spot for Jimmy Butler is the Phoenix Suns alongside Kevin Durant.
But wouldn't that require Bradley Beal then waiving his no-trade clause and going to Miami? Should Miami do that?
Why wouldn't he want to go wiggle his toes in the sand?
He should want to.
And look, he should want to. And I understand Pat Riley is old and stuck in his ways at 79 years of age, pushing 80, and I get it. A legend in the game of basketball. But Jimmy Butler has done more than enough for this franchise, and he should be able to get granted his wishes, especially right now. So when I look at the Phoenix Suns and I'm looking at Kevin Durant, think about Kevin Durant when he's had success in his years of basketball, meaning going to the NBA Finals or completing a mission or winning championships. He's had dogs around him, from Draymond Green to Russell Westbrook to yours truly. But Jimmy Butler brings that dog to the Phoenix Suns. Right now, they're softer than funeral home music. They need a dog.
Or cottonelle tissue, either one works. Here's the point. I was around Pat Riley because I was at the statue unveiling for Dwayne Wade and stuff like that. And I think that Pat Riley gets a bad rap in that regard. Pat Riley's about accountability. Come to work. You get a check. We're paying you. Do your damn job. Period. Jimmy. So I'm not going to knock him for that. And I'm not saying that about Jimmy. I'm just talking about overall the culture that exists in Miami. And in terms of Bradley Beal, hell with that. If anybody should be reticent about going to Miami, it should be Bradley Beal, only from the standpoint they don't just sit around and tolerate you not being available. He needs to be available. But if he's going to be available, Miami's a good landing spot for him, and he should want to go there.
Jimmy is shooting a career high in field goal percentage, so he is ready to impact a contender. The Miami Heat just haven't been that, at least this season.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jaggy from Jaggy Sports here. Breaking news. We all knew this was coming. He didn't request a trade at the beginning, but now he prefers a trade out of Miami. We are talking about Jimmy Butler. Breaking news, like I said, Jimmy Butler, the all-star superstar coming out of Miami, has officially said, I prefer a trade before the February trade deadline. So we all knew it was coming, and the reports from Sham obviously are true now. Now, moving forward, why does he want to trade so bad? Right? Maybe it's because Pat Riley never gave him an extension. Maybe Pat Riley told him he's got to shut up when he made those comments about Boston Celtics. And quite frankly, he has been professional. And, you know, with the trade being basically the top two teams, Phoenix and Golden State, he wants to win now, and therefore he requested the trade. I doubt that it happened today, but the report came out today. Oddly enough, it came out when everybody's watching. Everybody's watching, everybody's at their home enjoying the festivities, and bada bing, bada boom, this report drops. So now, like I said, moving forward, where do you go from now? You know, when Paul George wanted a contract from the Clippers, he actually walked. And a lot of people in the Clipper land thought that, hey, that was stupid. Why not trade him? Why not get him for something? I agree that they should have at least got him for picks, but the Clippers used that cap space to actually extend a lot of those players. Terrence Mann, James Harden, to name a few, right? So that could be the case in Miami, because I think we're all neglecting something here. Pat Riley is in charge. Pat Riley is 100% in charge. He is in the driver's seat. He controls everything. He controls the fact that, hey, Jimmy Butler, I don't have to trade him. I do not have to trade him. I get it that his preferred destinations are Phoenix and Golden State, as he wants to win now. And like you just saw, everybody's thinking it's the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns have been rumored for quite some time now, for the last couple weeks. But at the end of the day, Pat Riley ain't got to do nothing. Right? He could just sit there and say, I'm going to let this guy walk. $52 million is going to come off my books. And hey, I can decide what I want to do with it next year. Right? Miami Heat have a plethora of young talent. I'm not saying that they're ready to go right now, but they have to develop. And Miami Heat are known for drafting unbelievable players. So now they could use that cap space to actually build a team, or they could take back some picks here and there. Now, I understand what the ESPN panel is saying, hey, take Bradley Beal back. Why the hell would you want to take Bradley Beal back? If your main concern is Jimmy Butler's availability, then why would you want to take Bradley Beal back? Bradley Beal is not even available half the time. Jimmy Butler is more available than Bradley Beal. So if I'm Miami Heat, I'm not taking Bradley Beal back. And so now people are saying this is going to be a 4 or 5 team trade. I don't know where he's going to go. It's either Phoenix Suns or the Golden State Warriors. That's where we're looking. If, and the big word here is if Miami Heat, Pat Riley decides to move him. They don't have to. They do not have to move him. But if they do, it's either the Phoenix Suns or the Golden State Warriors. Now, the question is, where do you guys think that he's going to be traded? Is he going to be traded to Phoenix Suns? The only available person to be known there to get out of there is Bradley Beal, right? I can't remember how much money he's making. But if you take a look at the Golden State Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga gave that peace sign on that tweet not too long ago. And so if I'm Pat Riley, if I got a young team, why wouldn't I ask for Jonathan Kuminga, right? Everybody's saying Phoenix. But if I'm Pat Riley, I want something. I want some kind of talent, right? Or I let him walk, right? I don't know. But Jonathan Kuminga, up and coming. You have a couple other superstars that are young talent. Moses Moody, Podensky, whatever his name is. Sorry if I butchered the name again. But yeah, and some picks, right? So I don't know. For me, I think it makes more sense to either trade him to Golden State or to keep him and let him walk. I prefer to trade him to Golden State because at least you get something in return. But I don't know. I don't think moving him to go Phoenix Suns makes any sense in the world to me. I do not want Bradley Beal back. In return, he's not even available. Pat Riley is known for saying, if I'm paying you, you better be available. Well, that counts Bradley Beal out, doesn't it? So leave a comment in the comment section. Who do you think that Jimmy Butler will get traded to? Is it the Golden State Warriors, or is it the Phoenix Suns, or is it some other dark horse team that he might get traded to, right? Because we saw that all the signs pointed to Damian Lillard going to Miami Heat, then all of a sudden last minute Milwaukee Bucks come. So you never know, right? Is it Golden State Warriors? Is it the Phoenix Suns? Or is it some other dark horse team? Leave a comment in the comment section. As always, Jag from Jaggy Sports.